Ripple just flipped the switch in Europe and almost nobody in crypto is talking about it. Overnight, they went from a conditional approval to a full banking style license that lets Ripple push payments like RLUSD and XRP across all 27 EU countries like a regulated fintech giant that they are. This isn't just another headline for XRP holders. This is the kind of license Circle and Coinbase fight for years to get, and it puts the XRP ledger in a completely different category from your average altcoin project. So in this video, we're going to break down what this license actually lets Ripple do and the impact that that's going to have on their blockchain infrastructure and the role that this is going to have for XRP, USD, and Ripple all across Europe and of course the rest of the world. So we hear from Crazy Crawdad says a couple of weeks ago, we heard from Luxembourg CSSF that Ripple received a preliminary approval for their EMI institution license. I can now share that we have fulfilled all conditions set by the CSSF, resulting in Ripple being granted its full EU EMI license, a transformative milestone that allows us to scale our mission and providing a robust, compliant blockchain infrastructure to clients across the whole entire EU. Now, I could read you this whole press release, but it's just kind of regurgitating the information that I just gave you. Let's move on to some more important information. Now, before they had this kind of preliminary approval, it wasn't the full approval. And so now instead of act as an EU license EMI, not just a Luxembourg sandbox, the new license is granted by the CSSF as Ripple's full approval as an EMI in the European Union, which elevates it from conditional status to a formally recognized EU money provider. It's going to accelerate the expansion of Ripple payments across the EU, and the press release already explicitly sends Ripple's end-to-end cross-border payment flows to every EU client with full regulatory backing. They can leverage EU passporting more robustly as an authorized EMI in one member state in Luxembourg. Ripple can notify and passport services to all EU and EEA states under the harmonized framework, turning one license into a block-wide footprint instead of needing a specialized approval in each country. So now Ripple can do business across all of Europe any way they want. Any customer can now partner with Ripple and have their full stack capabilities here. This is really going to help strengthen its position with large risk-sensitive institutions. Ripple now cites more than 75 regulatory licenses around the world, positioning itself as one of the most licensed crypto companies by signaling a level of oversight with big banks, payment service providers, and fintechs that require more before committing serious volume. So the thing that might have been holding big banks and institutions back from working with Ripple is the licensing. Now that Ripple has the licensing, there's nothing holding it back. So I'd imagine we are going to see some new announcements and information about partnerships